An elderly woman decided to visit her adopted son, who lived in a huge mansion. The woman, who was 75 years old, black, with very dark skin and white-grey hair, stood still for a few seconds when she arrived. The size of the house intimidated her. The tall gates, the imposing front, the solemn silence, everything felt too big for her. Her heart started racing. Her hands shook. Without even noticing, she began taking off her shoes, out of respect, out of fear, out of habit. At that moment, her adopted son came closer. He was around 30 years old, white, blonde, with blue eyes. When he noticed what his mother was doing, he gave her a calm smile, the kind that brings peace without effort, and said, "Mom, you do not need to take off your shoes. Come in. This house is yours too." Those words broke her defenses. As she walked through the door, she was welcomed by her daughter-in-law, a black woman with very dark skin, around 30 years old. The hug came without hesitation, strong, real. She took the elderly woman's bags, guided her inside, and offered her more comfortable clothes, like someone caring for a loved one, not a visitor. A little later, she came back with a cup of hot tea. She carefully placed it between the woman's hands and gently asked, "We made many dishes. What would you like to eat?" The care was so great that the woman could barely answer. Before she could say anything, the adopted son returned. He was carrying a bowl with warm water. Without any show, without explanations, he knelt in front of her. With slow, respectful movements, he began washing her feet. Every movement carried care. Every second carried love. That was when she could not hold it anymore. The tears came full, heavy, silent. The crying rose from deep inside her soul. Startled, the son stopped, looked up, and asked with a worried voice, "Mom, what happened? Did we do something wrong?" She shook her head, took a deep breath, and answered, almost in a whisper, "No, not at all, my dear son." Sitting there, surrounded by so much care, memories crossed her like an old wound. She thought about her recent visit to the house of her biological son, a black man with very dark skin, 35 years old, extremely muscular from constant use of anabolic substances, living in the same city. On that occasion, he barely looked at her. The greeting was cold, distant. He pointed to the floor and told her to take off her shoes so she would not dirty the house. Later, during dinner, his wife looked at her with contempt and said without shame, "How does a simple nanny dare to eat at the same table as the family? You must be crazy." In that moment, in silence, with her heart crushed, the woman understood. Blood alone does not make a family. Love does. Family is not defined by blood, but by love, respect, and care. The true family bond is born from those who welcome, protect, and treat others with dignity, no matter their origin. True love does not demand biological ties. It is built